Good morning, Staff Sergeant Cody Mackle. Thank you and so much for joining us on this day on the Valder Beebe Show in Dallas, Texas. How are you today?
I am good. I hope your guys' Dallas weather is a little warmer than it is here in San Antonio.
Not much. Staff Sergeant, I would love to for you to tell me from your perspective, what does it mean to be an Army Master Resilience Trainer? And how did you get into this role? Because that's quite a title.
So, as a master resilience trainer in the Army, I'm responsible for delivering resilience training to the soldiers that kind of work around me. So, what we do is we ensure that they can effectively cope with the stress and the challenges of everyday life using things like emotion regulation, positive thinking, effective communication to kind of help process all of that stuff that's going on inside. Um, I was thrown into this because when I was a young troop, there was a mentor of mine that noticed that anytime just about anything happened, whether it was good or bad, I always found a way to take it and make it a learning objective. You know, if you fail at something, that is just an opportunity for you to get better. Now, if you perform a quote unquote perfect opportunity, there again is still time for you to get better. So he's like, I'm going to send you to this school. It's 2 weeks long. Um, it's going to take everything that you're already good at and it's just going to make them better. And here I am about 5 years post school, maybe six. I don't know. I lost track of time. And I absolutely love that he gave me that opportunity.
I know you probably have not been in the Army long enough, and you're probably not old enough to know previous years is different, it seems, for the Army in the current years. Am I correct?
So yes and no. The mission still remains the same. So I've been in for just about 13 years now, and our main mission is still to protect the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. The only thing that's really changing is the avenue we take to approach that. So with the shift in technology, we get all of these amazing devices, but we still have to remember that at any moment, those amazing devices that we use can go down. So we still have to resort to a lot of those old school tactics.
There's a lot of studies about isolation and loneliness for Gen Z and younger generations. How does the Army deal with this in a sense?
So, when I make my next statement, don't take it as me bashing the online community because I love the online community. Some of my good friends are in the online community, but loneliness is different for every person. Technology is great, but it's creating that an illusion of a connection. So, if I get onto Instagram, it's going to show me that I have quote unquote 17,000 friends. That does not mean that I have 17,000 friends. It may mean that I maybe have 100 friends. Um, it's creating a lot of feelings of self doubt, inadequacy. I'm going to start comparing myself to all of these other people that I follow in that online world. So using programs, like the MRT program, the Master Resiliency Program, and other programs like Boss, it helps these soldiers get out of that endless scrolling that we see a lot of them doing nowadays.
Tell me just a little bit more about the BOSS program and how it, I guess, links with the Master Resilience Training.
So the two are actually tied together more than I realized, and I didn't really realize it until I went to school. So the BOSS program is tailored towards those 18 to 25-year-old single soldiers. It may be their first time away from home, just coming out of whatever season their life may have them in, and it's going to teach them unique ways to whether it be through recreation activities, community service projects, so on and so forth, to get around people who may like doing the things that they like to do. So I was kind of involved when I was a younger soldier, and then I kind of went through school and was put into more leadership roles within that program. And I kind of started tying all those pictures together. So, we would go camping, for instance, is one I always loved to use. And I would always tell the soldier, be like, hey, we're out here camping for this weekend. What I want you to do is I want you to take the phone, put it in your tent, put it in your bag, and like, let's try and not use it all weekend. Let's all gather. I love the saying of, sing Kumbaya by the campfire, and get to talk to people. And then while you're doing that, you're getting more of those, one-on-one communications that's kind of starting to fizzle away the way technology works.
As I wrap up with you, tell me something that can put my audience at ease, because my audience is the parents and the grandparents of the young people that you are training.
So to put them at ease, it really is you have to trust the people that are over them. I am one of those leaders that I tell all the soldiers that work under me, you can call me at any time. And a very good prime example of that, and even some of my friends, some of whom I think are even listening right now, know that they can call me at any time. I had a soldier one day, she called me at just about 3:30 in the morning, and said, "Hey, I'm in a situation. I don't like it. I just want to go home." I didn't even hesitate. I got out of bed. I grabbed my keys. I grabbed my wallet. I jumped in the car. She was 3.5 hours away. I drove 3.5 hours. I picked her up. The first 30 minutes of the car ride was a little awkward because she didn't say anything. She didn't want to talk about what just happened. Through kind of just context clues, I kind of picked up what happened. We got back to base. We grabbed some lunch, and then I said, "Hey, what do you want your next step to be?" So, just because you hear all of these bad things about the Army, I promise there's amazing leaders in the Army. I have a lot of great mentors. So if you're cautious about that, talk to a veteran. You're going to hear some good stories, and you're going to hear some not so good stories. But remember, there is two sides to every story.
Staff Sergeant Cody, you are amazing. I want to thank you so very much for helping to put my audience at ease, because they're giving up their most precious assets, and that's their children and their grandchildren. Where can they go online and find out more information to be more informed?
So to learn more about the amazing things the Army has to offer and all of the programs inside of it, you can start by visiting goarmy.com. And then if you like what you see, you can always go visit one of your local recruiters.
Please have a great day, and thank you so much for stopping by the Valder Beebe Show. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.